Imagine this, it's the height of the Cold War. Tensions are sky high. Suddenly, Soviet bombers appear on the radar, screaming towards Britain. Scramble the English electric lightning. Something fast, something powerful, and something built for the job. This jet wasn't just another fighter. It was a British bulldog with rocket fuel in its veins. Its story begins in the late 1940s. Britain needed a supersonic interceptor, a guardian capable of climbing to incredible altitudes in minutes to head off nuclear-armed bombers. The challenge was immense. Supersonic flight was still a new and dangerous frontier. English Electric's answer was radical, unlike anything seen before. They didn't just put one engine in their new plane. They stacked two powerful Rolls-Royce Avon engines one on top of the other. This gave the Lightning an unbelievable amount of thrust and a profile that was instantly iconic, a fat, muscular fuselage with thin, sharply swept wings. The prototype, the P-1, first flew in 1954, and it immediately shattered expectations. It broke the sound barrier on its maiden flight without even needing to use its afterburners. This was unheard of. Test pilots were stunned by its performance. One of the most legendary stories involves the test pilot, Roland Beaumont, who was flying alongside an American F-100 Super Sabre. The American pilot was trying to show off and went into a steep climb. Beaumont, in the P-1, simply pointed the nose up and left the F-100 behind as if it were standing still. The Americans couldn't believe their eyes. When the Lightning entered service with the Royal Air Force in 1959, it was a game-changer. It was the only all-British designed and built Mach 2 fighter. Its primary job was simple: get airborne, climb like a rocket, find the enemy, and take them down. It could climb to 36,000 feet in under 3 minutes. To put that in perspective, a modern airliner takes about 15 to 20 minutes to reach that altitude. Lightning pilots often describe the experience as being strapped to a missile. The cockpit was cramped, packed with dials and switches. The fuel load was notoriously small, earning it the nickname the Frightening, because pilots always had one eye on the fuel gauge. Missions were often short, sharp dashes. But in that short time, the Lightning was king. It was armed with Firestreak or Red-Top air-to-air missiles, and in some variants, a pair of 30mm A-10 cannons mounted in the nose. The sound it made was unforgettable. A deafening, soul-shaking roar that would let everyone on the ground know a Lightning was in the sky. For over 2 decades, the Lightning stood as Britain's ultimate defender. Squadrons were on Quick Reaction Alert, or QRA. 24/7 pilots would sit in ready rooms or sometimes even in their cockpits, waiting for the scramble order. When the alarm sounded, they could be airborne in less than 2 minutes, thundering into the sky to intercept unidentified aircraft. Usually, Soviet Bear bombers testing NATO's defenses over the North Sea. It was a high-stakes, high-pressure job, and the Lightning was the perfect tool for it. But all good things must come to an end. By the 1980s, technology had moved on. More versatile, multi-role fighters like the Tornado F-3 started to replace the specialist Lightning. Its limited range and aging airframe meant its time was up. The last Lightnings were retired from Royal Air Force service in 1988, marking the end of an era. The pilots who flew them still talk about the jet with a unique mix of terror and affection. There was nothing else like it. Today, only a handful of Lightnings are kept in taxiable condition by private collectors and heritage groups. Their thunderous engine runs draw huge crowds, a noisy reminder of a time when this incredible machine was the guardian of Britain's skies. It was a pure, no-compromise interceptor built for one mission: raw speed and power. The English Electric Lightning wasn't just a plane. It was a legend, a testament to British engineering at its most audacious and brilliant. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip back in aviation history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about incredible machines. See you next time.